Alright guys, what's cooking tonight? Well, we got here your regular kailan, couple eggs, broth, favorite seafood, of course the garnish of garlic, fish paste cake from Thailand, and cornstarch. You cannot do without it. Here we have Vietnamese rice noodle, the specialty. What we did, what I did, is split them up. You don't want it to be too tiny because you want the texture hold up well, especially when you're stir frying them later. So this is the main ingredient right here. So this is what we call wat tan ho. It's a Malaysian Penang style wet rice noodles. We're gonna do it 2 eggs today, serving of 3. So that's plenty. If you like eggs, more yolky, you can have more than 2. This is a typical Asian wok, you call it. Nothing special about it. It's about 14 inches. You want to put a lot of oil for your stir fry, not too much, of course. Turn up the heat. You want it as the largest you can, the hottest you can. Sauces that I'm gonna be using, light soy sauce, probably a little bit oyster sauce, depends on how it tastes later on. And this special sauce all the way from, I think it's from Malaysia, I think. Yeah, so this is the all-time favorite. It's a duck, instead of a duck soy sauce, we're gonna use a duck caramelized caramel sauce. So you never want to be afraid of overheating the wok, the oil, because you want it super hot, especially when you're stir frying the rice noodle. Many of you guys know how to tell whether it's ready or not, especially this is a bamboo, I think it's a wooden ladle. It's by the bubble. You see how the bubble is coming up? That's telling you the oil and wok are ready to go. Okay. Ready to go. You try to grease it right now so that each of the rice, all corner of the rice, seeds are polished with, covered with oil. This is what I'm talking about. You don't want to fill it too small because right now it's still gonna break it up, but you don't have to worry about it breaking up too loose. It's gonna go dark, so don't worry about it. Okay lah. Do the gravy. So first off, garlic. Since I'm cooking for ourselves, I didn't bother to clean the ladle, and all this is gonna go into the soup or gravy, should you say. So right now we're just gonna let that You don't want it overcooked. You don't want to burn it, definitely. So things that you need to cook, dump it in, all the good stuff. Special sauce. So I'm gonna let it cook right here. Let it simmer to boil. Making sure everything's cooked. Okay, this is when we're simmering and seasoning all the seafood so that it goes to the broth. That's the whole idea about it. And once it's boiling, I'm gonna dump in the fish cake because the fish cake literally already cooked. And that one goes last after we dump in the veggies. And I think maybe in a couple of minutes we're ready to dump in the fish cakes and then simmer a little bit more before we put in the vegetables. Easy peasy. Pour it all in. Okay. All idea is not to overcook because we got squid in there, shrimp in there. We want to keep the sweetness to it. Don't worry about those are not technically dirt, but I wouldn't recommend it that you scrap it, but I liked it. I like to eat them. Nothing go to waste. You may think this is too much broth, but by the time you serve it, this is really nothing. The whole idea about the dish is lots of broth. That's why it's called wet rice noodles or watanho. You want to check the consistency of the gravy, so probably if it's not starchy enough, you can always add more starch, of course, to your liking, but you want to get that gooey feeling a little bit. So I decided to add more starch. As you see, consistency is not creamy enough. I like it creamy, so I'm going to just dump it all. 2 more spoons on it. So total about 5 spoons. Recipe was calling for about 3 spoons. Again, you can always adjust it. Depends. You can see how now it's so crystal, shiny a bit, starchy. So that's the kind of texture you want to get to. Cheers. Rock on. Now, there's plenty of recipes. Some people scramble it, but I like this method. You literally just kind of like break the yolk over here, and you kind of do that and do that. Okay. And you let it sit. Okay. And last you go, it's the vegetables. We like vegetables. This is going to change everything probably, but just let it cook. It will all come together. You don't need to stir fry the veggie. You just want it to be boiled, cooked. Okay. So I think we are done. We're pretty much done. So okay, I'll turn off the fire. Now is the plating time. So all right, guys, look how beautiful it is. Yum yum. Yeah yeah. Yeah yeah yeah. Kid you not, this is how it looks like. This is pretty much the finished product except the plating right now. So I will show you guys once it's plated. All right. But this is looking good. Look at that. I have my wife, beautiful wife here. Okay, this is my plate. This is how I want it. Maybe a lot more vegetables that most people serve, but this is how I like it. Healthy. Plenty of seafood. Yum, guys. How beautiful that is. So these are the famous popular dish that you get from the hawker streets if you travel Asia, especially Malaysia, Singapore. It's definitely Chinese, Malaysian Chinese, Hokkien. There you go, guys. Bon appetit. Happy dinner. This goes really well with pickled chilies, homemade by my wife, and we call it sambal belacan. It's a little bit dry shrimp paste with fresh chili. So